name's Nina Gradia, and I was born in central Massachusetts in the town of Westboro, Mass, and I grew up there until I was about 19 years old. My mother baked everything from scratch, and we had a cow in the backyard and gardens, and really was a farm-like run home, very old-fashioned. My mother managed my disease very well because she had a mother who had diabetes. My grandmother was born in 1888, and she was one of the first people to take the insulin that was discovered by Dr. Bess and Dr. Banting. My mother understood diabetes. When my sister became diabetic, my mother knew the symptoms. My first introduction to diabetes was walking into our kitchen and seeing these insulin syringes being boiled on the stove. And so diabetes was a way of life for me. I was startled when I became diabetic because I thought, two people in one family, that seems like a lot. But the other part of that story is I was old hat by the time I became diabetic, and so woe is me, but the attitude of my older siblings were, you know what to do, just take care of yourself. I believe that as a diabetic, I have lived a very normal life. But I'm a type A personality, which kind of helps. I don't mind having numbers. I don't mind taking blood tests. I don't mind managing all these various things. But for someone who's brand new to the disease and hasn't been in the family for a long time, it's a catastrophe. But it doesn't have to be, because if we realize the things that we need to do to survive, we can manage. For instance, when I go to the gym in the morning, my bag has a bottle of water. We need water. It has a box of juice. It has my insulin pump. Sometimes I'll say it's like carrying a diaper bag for a diabetic, but just have it ready, and then it's not an issue. I feel that United Healthcare helps in my disease management because they're a positive voice on the other end of the line. I don't feel like they're telling me what I can't have. They most likely tell me what I can have, which is very helpful for someone who feels there's so many things to worry about with the disease. So United Healthcare has come through for me. I always tell people that right now is the best time to be a diabetic. And sometimes people throw things at me when I say that. But when we compare it now to 1975, the devices weren't available. A blood sugar machine was like a computer and was heavy. Nowadays, we have blood sugar machines, the monitors that are only 5 seconds to take a blood sugar. My motivation is my children. My daughters are everything to me, and they've been my best friends. We call ourselves the Three Musketeers, and we started off as mother and children, but we kind of grew up together. My youngest daughter actually did a diabetes walk for her company, and she put a picture of me holding her nephew, my grandson, and she said my mom always worked hard to live a good life so she could see her grandchildren. And I get to see my grandchildren. My name is Nina Gradia. I'm from Washington, D.C., and this is my healthcare success story.